I've just got hands-on with all of Tudor's brand new watches for 2025, and they've launched 2 watches which I've wanted them to launch for years. Firstly, let's blast through some of the updates to the watches. The Black Bay Chrono now comes on this 5-link bracelet that Tudor do, and it also has the T-Fit clasp. Although this is a very simple update, it does feel like these two just go together. Now the next update is quite a big one, and this is something that I've been asking for a long time. Ever since the Black Bay Pro came out, we now have kind of a white Black Bay Pro. This is an off-white. This is a very light silver Opaline dial. Now there's a couple of other changes with this watch as well. The hour markers, rather than being solid ceramic, these are actually black ceramic surrounds with then lume inside them. The lume itself is no longer the kind of creamy Fotina lume. We have pure white lume, and all of this together just gives the Black Bay Pro more of a modern feel, although it still has a very vintage styling bezel around it. So the Black Bay Pro feels more vintagey. The white one, or Opaline one, that feels a little bit more modern. I do want to spend a lot more time with this watch because this is something that really, I like the heritage of this watch, let's say. We also have a new Black Bay 58. This is a Black Bay 58 Burgundy, but not Burgundy in the way that we normally think of it with Tudor. This is a new bezel insert and a new dial. It's a very bright, punchy red, and the dial is actually a gloss burst dial. For me, this completely changes the feel of the watch, and that kind of continues with the bezel insert itself. Rather than being matte aluminium, this is gloss aluminium. This makes the Black Bay 58 feel a lot more jewelry-like. It feels a lot more flashy. It is literally more flashy. Now there is a story behind this colorway. This isn't just a random color that Tudor have thought of. This was based on a Tudor Submariner prototype that was done back in the 90s, but was never launched. While we're at this, I'm at Watches Wonders. I've got meetings with so many brands. There's going to be so many new videos going out. So if you like the style of this video, hit subscribe down there so you don't miss out on any new videos that are coming out. Now let's talk about new watches. We've got 2 completely new watches. The first brand new watch that Tudor have done is called the Black Bay 68. As the name suggests, this is a further extension to the Black Bay range. We've got the Black Bay 54, which is 37mm wide, the Black Bay 58, which is 39mm wide, and then we've got the Black Bay 41, which is 41mm wide. The Black Bay 68 is 43mm wide. This is a big watch. The reason it's called the Black Bay 68 is because the snowflake hand was originally developed back in 1968. It wasn't until 1969 that this actually went into production and into a watch, but you can kind of guess why they didn't go with that year for the naming convention. So this watch is stainless steel and it's 43mm wide. It's the same thickness as a normal 41mm Black Bay, which is 13.6mm thick. We have the same size lugs, which are 22mm wide, and that's fantastic because it means you can jump over to barkandjack.com and grab yourself one of the many 22mm wide or any other size straps that we sell over at barkandjack.com. The sapphire crystal is slightly different. It's ever so slightly domed, but a big difference is the fact that the bracelet no longer has those faux rivets. And for someone who's been rabbiting on about how Tudor need to remove the faux rivets, I kind of feel like that's become a thing with the Black Bay now. So now for the big launch, both metaphorically and physically. This is a new Pelagos, a brand new Pelagos. This is the Pelagos Ultra. This is a 43mm wide full fat Pelagos. Actually, this is more than full fat Pelagos. It goes even deeper. This goes down to 1,000 meters, over 3,000 feet down. I'm probably going to do a full in-depth video on this watch because there's so much to talk about, but I'll quickly rabbit on through all the changes. So the case is 43mm wide. As I mentioned, we've got a newly designed helium escape valve. The lume markers are solid ceramic. We have a new bracelet. We have a new clasp that's based on the T-Fit clasp, but has all the technology from the previous Pelagos clasp. The hands are thicker, the hour markers are longer, the lume is contrasting. Pelagos is now in this baby blue text, and the marker in the clasp is also baby blue, and that is also loomed. The sapphire crystal is ever so slightly domed, and as I mentioned, this goes down to 1,000 meters of water resistance. The movement is META certified for robustness, it has 65 hours of power reserve, and it's COSC certified for accuracy. This Pelagos Ultra costs £5,070 on a bracelet and comes with an extra strap. Now it's a big watch, and this is it on my 6.5 inch wrist, but interestingly I find that this actually wears better than the previous full fat Pelagos, the 42mm wide Pelagos. It's only 1mm wider than the previous Pelagos, but it's 0.2mm thicker. So I just feel like the proportions of this are weirdly more wearable. Guys, this is just an overview of what Tudor have launched. I want to have your input. I want to know what you want to have a dedicated video done on, and I want to find out which one of these new releases is your favourite? Drop a comment down below to let me know your thoughts. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you like the style of this video, then hit the subscribe button down there and that little bell icon so you get notifications when I drop a new video. If you're on Instagram, there's going to be a whole load of content going on Instagram as well. Give me a follow at Bark and Jack. I'll see you guys so soon. Take care.